Good evening and welcome to something I like to call Old School Point of View. This evening I want to talk to you for just a very few minutes about a common topic you hear on the news and everyone talking about today, and that is AI, artificial intelligence. Now, I am not an expert on artificial intelligence by no means. In fact, and I'm embarrassed to admit this, when Facebook changed to Meta AI or Meta AI, whatever it was, I went months thinking it said Meta Owl, A-L, Owl, like a guy's name. So I'm not an expert on this. My mind goes back to when these smartphones came out, and they were amazing and still are amazing, the things that they can do. The other day, I was having a conversation with someone, and a topic came up. I can't remember exactly what it was now, but I knew at the time that topic had never entered my thoughts. I had never sought any information on it. And we talked about it a few moments, and I decided I was going to Google and see just what that was. And when I went into my Google search, there it was. Before I could even search, it had already, I guess, artificial intelligence heard what I was talking about and found it for me so that I didn't have to do very much searching at all. Now, that amazes me. If artificial intelligence can do that, I don't know what's to come in the world ahead, in the days ahead. But what I really want to talk about is extending AI just a little bit further as a warning. Now again, I am not an expert on AI. I know very little about it. I have now reached a point where I call myself old school. Things have progressed far beyond what I can comprehend and keep up with. And so when I used to laugh at old school people years ago, I find today that I am old school myself. Phones are a wonderful tool today. Everybody has them. 2-year-olds play games on them, all the way up to go to a doctor's office. I see 70 and 80-year-old people looking at their phones. I don't know what they're looking at, but everybody's using their phones. And they are very helpful at times when you just tell that phone to find some information for you. And especially now that AI, you've got Siri, you've got Gemini, and all those other things. But now they're just almost mind-numbing as to what a phone can do and how fast that it can do it. But here's my thought. I just want to provoke your thought about one thing. I want to show you something. A lot of people don't know what it is anymore. It's the Bible. Mine reads, "The glory of children are their fathers," Proverbs 17:6. This is what I read. This is what I study out of if I have an opportunity to minister somewhere. I'm old school. I carry a Bible. I have never read from a tablet or a phone or any other electronic device when making a point for Scripture. In fact, I'm not even sure I have anything on my phone that would allow me to read the Bible. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I don't, but I know I don't use it if I do have it. And why? You say, well, you're just going back in time. You're prehistoric. Well, yes, I am. There's a couple reasons I want to get to real quick. Number one, back when I was young, carrying this to church was a witness to your neighbors. Now you say, well, that's not much of a witness. Well, yeah, think about it. Sunday after Sunday, week after week, you went out the door with this in your hand and you were going to church, and they knew it. They knew it by the Bible. and they knew it by how you were dressed. Now, I'm not going to get on that, but you can go to church today. A lot of places you can't tell who the pastor is because everybody looks alike. But that's a topic for another day. But a lot of people have the Bible on their phone. And anytime something is, we're turning here and this is what you need to read, or this is what we're going to discuss, or can you read this? People can go to their phone and find it, or their tablet, or whatever other device they have, much quicker than I can turn through here. I'll give them that. But a few seconds don't mean that much to me when I've got this in my hands. Now, here's my point. We talk about AI. We talk about what it can do. It can hear your conversation and pre-plan what you're going to look for or search for. It's ready to provide you information even before you ask it. So I wonder how long is it going to be before AI, quite possibly, I believe will happen, start rewriting a few scriptures here and there. Maybe a word here, a meaning there, or a translation that's not clear. Now, a lot of people today will even go through and search several translations to find one closer to what they want it to say. And that, that's neither here nor there. It's not a safe way to study, but still yet. But how long is it going to be before AI gets into your app on your phone or on your tablet, and based on what you're discussing or based on what it hears other people discussing in your presence, how long is it going to be before it's going to begin to alter what the scriptures are saying? How long is it going to be until you discover that your phone is not just exactly like your printed scriptures? Now, here's my point. Printed scriptures. This is never going to change. AI cannot come into this book and alter what it says. At one time, I had over 50 Bibles. I've given most of them away because a book unread is a useless book. I gave them to people who needed them. But so many young people today that I see do not even own a hard copy of the Bible. Or if they do, they don't know where it's at. Why? Because it's on their phone. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to happen next week. But I do believe someday we will be fighting that as technology increases, and we know the enemy of our souls, Satan himself, the Antichrist himself, will be doing everything they can to bring in the great deception, create the falling away. And what better way for them to do that than to begin a bit at a time to alter the scriptures that we hold so dear. So I encourage you, if you don't have one, get you a printed Bible. Join me and join others who are of my generation who still value this leather under their arm when they go to church on Sundays or whenever they go. So, yes, I'm old school, and that's my point of view. So God bless you, everyone.